Tonight, from NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Drew Lock and the Houston Texans versus Ryan Tannehill and the Tennessee Titans.
From the 25 on second down, Tannehill. Tannehill on target to Burks. First down, Tennessee.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
Let's go. 30.
Hall again on second down. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now it's Tannehill throwing quickly to Wilson. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Hey, check run for the hunt. 6, 6. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you.
Tannehill. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown. Darren Waller. His first touchdown on the year. And the Titans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns him there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time the tight end gets them.
Bullock good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Houston set to take over. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. And we heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges. 94 is the mark.
Block now on 1st down. Open man right side is Ingram.
You gotta love a guy who'll stand in there and deliver. No matter what the pressure, waits for the route to come open, hangs in there, and completes the pass.
A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Block gonna throw. He targets Ingram for another grab. 7 yards there and a first down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain.
It's caught downfield by Mechie.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
94 is the mark. 94 is the mark.
Throwing on first down is Locke. Throw left side, complete to Ingram.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
Here's Locke to throw.
Setting up the screen, Harris.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Again, they'll throw with Locke.
Finding Harris on back-to-back plays.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 13-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
46 to Mike. 46 to Mike.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Locke. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Now Locke again.
Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans.
A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Texans are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now, you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
Now the try here for the point after. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. That time a 9-play drive, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Titans are going to recover the football. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
What's the run? They're running it. Check, check.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Hall again on 2nd down.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Here's Hall again to the 36-yard line. Stop there.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
On 3rd down, here's Hall.
And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down.
Tannehill to the sideline. Randy Bullock out now for the Tennessee field goal.
From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. Bullock's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
So now the Texans down on the scoreboard. 1:39 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down.
Now Locke. Into the hands of Ingram.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Here's Locke.
And Cooks has it over the middle.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Locke.
Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So the coach putting the blitz on, and remember, that coach, former defender in this league. He loves this.
Yeah, they love to see it happen because I think they just have that flashback about when they were playing, right? That's what we were taught. That's what we did. And they've used that same impact with their own teams and do the same type of teaching.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The Titans go victory formation down to a knee. Tannehill to a knee, and that ought to be the final act of this ball game.
Here we go. 30.
So it's a win here for the Titans, and it was their quarterback, Ryan Tannehill, CD, who really led the way.
Yeah, he really had his A game tonight. He threw a couple of touchdown passes, and he was instrumental in earning this victory.
So for Tennessee, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Texans, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3 and 3. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.
today. From First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, ready? Mike 14. All day, dog. 14's the mic. 14's the mic. And ready, go.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a fourth down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
A lot of pressure here for Cade York. This to break our fourth quarter tie. York able to send this one through. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier. And this time, there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
Mike 54. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot. 54. Mike 54.
Singletary to get the drive started.
Let's get off the field.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Second and 5 now. Rodgers over the middle. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down. From just shy of midfield, Rodgers. The pass caught by Olave. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. They will look for some important yardage on third down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot. They'll try and run for the... Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Rodgers now on first down. Out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
A give up the middle to Singletary. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Right there, 54.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Now Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the 1st. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Throwing now is Rodgers. Buying time to it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Aaron Rodgers. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have taken a 4th quarter lead. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We've got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns set to take over. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Hey, watch the lane. Mike 14, Mike 14. Watch the
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
14's the mic. 14's the mic.
Hands it off out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you got to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss?
Here we go.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 8.
I got 15. Watch the run. Watch the run.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. Staying on his feet. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Browns trying to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. He'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 35. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Here we go. Blue 32. Let's go.
Hey, look, we're going to go Mike 15, guys.
He's back to throw. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
Let's go, Big series right here. We got to step it up. Mike 14. Mike.
Back to throw.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. They'll look to throw. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Ravens have just about sewn up this football game. Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talk about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they look like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play, and they got it right there, partner.
All day, just like that. Just like that. Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4".
Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote. Charles, we were treated to an excellent game today, capped off by that second half comeback. This was a joy to watch.
Entertaining for us, not so much to the team who led at halftime, and now leaving here, knowing that they let a win slip through their fingers. Tough one for them to carry home.
So for Baltimore, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Browns, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis. He'll drop to throw.
Let's go, baby.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
As a general manager, you're counting on your first and second round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. And they'll run with ETN. Try to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Cole Kmet, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They'd lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their own 25-yard line. Now Patterson to start the drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And a high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Looking to throw. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. You hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away and trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. Here's Jones on the return. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
They'll set up a throw.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. You're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds. That's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
Come on, QB, come on.
45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
Hey, watch the slant.
Bobo's the Mike. Mike's Bobo.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Open man is Komet, the tight end.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Going quickly out wide to Moore. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. They'll They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
45, 45.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Finding more on the out route for the completion. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
That's caught right side by Anderson.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
44's Mike. Check, check.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
That's going to be caught downfield by Anderson.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one goes for 30 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
They'll look to throw again. And, oh, my goodness, what a catch at the 6. The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Casey Hayward.
And the Falcons have just about sewn up this football game.
Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Ready, go.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. They'll set up to throw.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here we go, here we go. 33, yellow.
Everyone got 4 down.
Ready, go.
Check 6 guys.
Cut, go.
The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee.
Ready, break.
Check 50, check 50.
Oh, we all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done, a narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there. And the outcome was in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting. But in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?
So for the Falcons, they climb back
Today, from Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Set. Check 55 to Mike. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna
Throwing on third down, Watson.
Watch the win.
And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line.
That's how we do it.
Jalen Phillips able to record his 5th sack of the season.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. This from 32 yards away. Boswell's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. It's caught. Lockett to the 40 and no further. The razzle-dazzle, though, got him a couple extra on the play. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Von Miller getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This will be 3rd and 15. And this a quick slant to Lockett. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Back to throw. Left side complete to Lockett. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Back
to throw again. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 37. They're going to look to throw.
This one goes underneath to Walker.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
They'll drop to throw.
Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. He'll get it inside the 20.
And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17. Into the red zone, first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
Throw right side, taken in by Eskridge.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. They'll look to throw.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
Medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Out of the gun now on third down.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Seahawks are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts this lead down to 13. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Mike, 55.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson.
That one complete downfield to Johnson.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
On first down, Watson.
Again, it's Johnson. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Hey. We got 3. Three down.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Now Elliott. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
We want it. Come to my world.
Check. The mic. Check. 55 the mic.
They go to Elliott again. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now Watson on 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
So all eyes on this Seahawks offense. Down by 16, 1:40 remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance.
116, boys. 3.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. This complete to Lockett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Pass caught by Hooper.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. He'll look to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Returning right back to Lockett.
And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 28. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's caught over the middle. Hooper. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for the Steelers, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year.
today.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. He'll drop to throw. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Williams will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Jonathan Garibay out for the PAT. And he puts it through there within 3. It's 13-10. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. He finds his tight end Gentry. A gain of 8 there on the play, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Here we go.
2nd and 2.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 37. Now it's Burrow. Throwing for Chase on the crosser. He's got it. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Now Burrow on 1st down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Jaguars are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chance.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left. Roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. Here comes Peppers. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field. And he is just 1 reception away from 10 in this game. I don't know what they need to do defensively, but something has to be altered, does it not?
I know that whenever we tried to cover a person who's having a game like this, you're trying to vary what you're doing, trying to change things up, hoping to fool him occasionally. If not fool him, fool the quarterback so that maybe he doesn't read the coverage correctly. Right now, though, they're in pretty good sync.
From the 44, Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Burrow. And he fires one, but incomplete. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. So now the Jags Down by a field goal. A minute 56 to go. They need at minimum 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. Maybe an important fourth quarter miss as this stays a 3-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a 3-point game. They get a drive, put it through the posts. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
Back to throw.
Back to Renfro again, complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Back to throw.
He'll drop this down to Williams. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
First down now, but that clock rolling.
This ball complete to Thielen going across the middle. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
He's back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And the Jaguars are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll look to throw.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
The extra point up and good by Garibay.
And that will make this a 4-point game. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Cincinnati set to take over once again.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
To throw, Burrow.
He's going to let it fly.
And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
Here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Burrow.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up.
A final shot now for Burrow.
Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted.
Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the Jaguars, it'll be a much happier locker room here as they get that first win after 5 straight losses to start the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Cincinnati.
Today, from State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals taking on Jamie Newman and the Washington Commanders.
Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is... Now it's Newman. Thomas has got it, complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
3 down. Hey, check.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's going to get this one down to the 45.
Hawk 70.
Here's Newman. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. The offense on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run with Gibson. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run.
Now Newman on first down.
Forced out to his left.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
It's getting cold in here, partner, because it looks like he's trying to ice this one away. Yeah, I know, bad dad joke, but what the heck, right? Scrambling for that first after the D blanketed his receivers, that's a backbreaker for the defense. They finish this drive off with 6, and this one could be over.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down.
Newman.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too.
They'll run with Gibson.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Now they'll throw it with Newman.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Commanders get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. But that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these 2 offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that can win the game for us.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
No, check that.
Murray now on first down.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now it's Newman.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt.
Ready.
Newman. That's out to the flat for Gibson.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Here's Newman to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Now this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard in the last timeout on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, trying to help him shake it off because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up second down.
Don't get nervous. Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there.
Murray going to throw. Dancing to his left. Again, he finds more. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Murray. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be second down. To throw again on second down. Murray. And this one's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Murray. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 28. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Murray's throw complete there to Moore. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Cardinals got to go quickly, hustling to the line. Now a dump off here complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. Throwing again, Murray. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Looking to throw again on second down. Murray being chased out left. Caught out left side by Robinson. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And now it's 3rd and 4. Murray now. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
Now Murray's got to have this one. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Now the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a Zach Ertz touchdown. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
I can't
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And they'll accept that penalty.
All day, baby, all day.
A give up the middle to Gibson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. On second down, here's Gibson again.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Keep it up, guys.
Hey, 25 to Mike.
On third down, Newman. This is Smith with a grab. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Stephanie, Cougar 19.
Hey, we got 3 down.
And they take a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So it's Washington getting the victory here. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle. Go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now.
Today, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's Week 6.
Fields on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Here's the option going left on second down. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Fields now to throw.
Steps away. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Justin Fields.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bears are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for two, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Rohrwasser now for the point after.
And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it was all capped off by the Justin Fields touchdown run. He took it in himself.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And we're going to look at Cooper Kupp as the Rams offense gets ready to take over possession.
He's been a load for them to handle defensively. I know that much.
But look at him. He's got 7 catches on the game, and he's starting to shred them a little bit because not only is he catching them, he's picking up good yardage, keeping the chains moving, ball control, you name it. This big guy, what did you say? He's been a load for them to handle?
That's right.
Agreed.
7 catches, as you said, over 100 yards. So the completion good for just 3. And it's second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They run again with Harris.
And he's going to have a Rams first down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now a first down throw. Stafford looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Myers.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So into Bear territory now. This is first and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And this is going to be intercepted.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back in Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Fields and the Bears now with a first and 10.
At their own 21.
He'll start with a give to Kamara. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Now it's Fields.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Fields going to hold on to it.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Fields going to keep it once more.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
The defense did their job. 4th quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at them from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Stafford.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Stafford. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Here comes the Rams punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Bears take over. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field.
The last series form, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Fields.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here's Fields.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big third down now in this tie ball game. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the first down marker. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Here comes the Bears punter now. He's been terrific so far. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Stafford. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, L.A. Cooper Kupp with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Rams strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So now Fields and the Bears down by 7. Less than 90 seconds to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Here's Fields. It's complete. Kamara. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yep, the opportunity squashed. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And they will take a knee here. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they'll indeed take a knee. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Stafford down to a knee, and with it, he's going to ensure his guys a victory. Here comes the Rams punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for the Rams, they're good.
Today, from Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports. Russell Wilson and the Denver Broncos taking on Jalen Hurts and the Las Vegas Raiders.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Denver Broncos. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at this Bronco team. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And the offense...
Now Wilson on first down.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down. Wilson.
That's complete. It's Okuwebunam.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2, first down marker at the 8. Again, Wilson. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Broncos are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Second down and goal. Wilson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I've thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
So the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. On 3rd and goal, Wilson. Flushed out right. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
Well, it's obvious, but I can't help but say it here. It's never a good day when the opposing defense has more sacks than you have points. The win seems likely, but this defense is still playing for something here. They see that 0 on the scoreboard, and they don't want that to change.
Watch the run. Watch the run. It's soft, baby. That's baby soft.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Tyree Gillespie. The 40. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, not only is this defense pitching a shutout, now they're contributing points themselves. I mean, they have really put together what's almost been a perfect effort here in this one.
I love how you express that. They've absolutely exceeded expectations in this one, and even better than their play, it's been their effort. Even with the win in their back pocket already, every one of those guys is still out there fighting like it's a tie game.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter. Wilson getting right back to it after the pick 6. Over the middle, complete. That's Hubbard. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. To throw is Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game. And on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. 14 yards that time for number 14. Fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. To throw again is Wilson. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee, because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built off the efforts of this defense.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Hey,
Here's Wilson.
Here we go.
Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 35. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. They go play action with Wilson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. And now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Throwing again here, Wilson. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Zadarius Smith in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and they will remain well behind. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And they look to finish strong in this 4th quarter. And this is a unit that certainly has turned things around from a week ago. Just a much more productive all-around ball game. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They keep it on the ground. White again. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Ready? Let's go. Tight, double tight. Tight. 3 down.
First down, here's White. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Check safety, check safety.
team here, Charles. That's a...
Tonight, from the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, it's Sunday Night Football on EA Sports.
On the double.
Hey, we got three, three down.
Go.
They'll go again to Jones. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Let's go.
The Saints on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Let's go, defense. Our time.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Pulled in at the 24. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak, on top so far with the football here, 1st and 10.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Lance now to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Personal foul. Defense.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the gun, a give to Mitchell, and he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. To throw, it's Lance. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 57 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
On 1st down, they go back to Mitchell. He will push his way down to about the 14. DeJuan Smoot with the tackle.
So you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Here's Lance to throw it. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
They'll run with Mitchell.
He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Sermon will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2.
And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be third and goal. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Now a give to the big fullback Juszczyk. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Kyle Juszczyk,
his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. And Murray now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Caught on the right side. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
Now for the point after. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
And now the Saints get set to trot out there.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his man on the out route. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll set up to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And he will find his man on the outside. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. A throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Looking left side, and it's complete. They'll look to throw again. This one swung out here to Jones. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for San Francisco, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Saints, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3 and 3. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From New Orleans, good night, everybody.
Tonight, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Henry is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it two ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and they will take a 7-point lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. They'll set up a throw. Right side to Williams. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Here we go. Here we go. Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
looking to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. The Lions on third down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Back to throw again. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will stay at a 7-point game. So here are the Chiefs to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. So the folks on hand here growing a little restless with their kicking game. That's now 2 misses so far.
And in a tight game, 4th quarter, the fans aren't the only ones getting restless, Brandon. There were a few looks of disbelief on that sideline as well.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here into the hands of Moore. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes, with no hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight line.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And the Lions are right back in this football game. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
And Detroit getting set to go now. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. On the move past the 40. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 34. Swift going to try up the middle. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 23. He'll drop to throw. He finds his target. It's Schultz.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Second and 1. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. He'll look to throw.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. It's Joshua Williams with a pick. And the Chiefs have just about sewn up this football game. The fourth down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes if we're in the second quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
And now here comes Kansas City.
Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. Right side.
And the busy night for Henry continues. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Lions will take over. So now the Lions down 24-17. Under a minute 20 to go. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
And that's caught by Williams.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
On a huge mistake late. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Justin Reed.
And the Chiefs have just about sewn up this football game.
Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead, Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for the Chiefs, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And another road date awaits them next week as their opponents will be the Los Angeles Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll try to get back